this evening. It looks like hopefully nobody's freezing to death right now. It's pretty cold, um, especially compared to what it was this morning. It's like 72 degrees, and by 1 o'clock it was like 40 something degrees. I guess the first thing, unfortunately, Brian's not here. Hopefully he jumps in. He's usually a little bit late. Um, we'll skip over the finances for now, and then we'll come back to that if he doesn't actually have if he doesn't show up. On the agenda, obviously signage. We've had some reports. Some people I know definitely people have pulled up. Probably not seeing much activity, especially during the cold months. It's a little bit different, especially on Tuesdays with the Delta Bike Project there. We've got people coming in and out, so people feel a little more apt to kind of walk in and explore. Um, Switching over to Mondays, we definitely have a lot less uh, activity going on. Um, I think somebody said somebody actually I don't know whether I think it was you Dana that said somebody had stopped by the other Monday and they had sort of looked around and then said that they thought there was nobody there, so they kind of left. Um, and we definitely don't want that to happen. We want people to come into the space and everything. My thought is, and I'm not sure because I don't know about the what the makeup of the garage door is there, but I would love to get a magnetic sign that maybe says "Makerspace Open," knock, or come around to the side door, or the gates open, or something like that. And I know Dana had mentioned you could maybe create something like that on your vinyl cutter if we just get some magnetic backing for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you guys think the terminology on the sign should be? Should it just be like makerspace open, um, knock, or tell them to come around to the side of the building, or what do you think?
I know I've had trouble hearing people even like banging on the door while being in the room.
Really?
Yeah.
Generally, I can tell, like, I can hear cars pull up into the parking lot, and a lot of times I'll walk around to the outside just to make sure that, I've got the gate unlocked. I don't want anybody to run off with all the bikes in the lot or something like that. So a lot of times I'll at least walk out, find out if I need to help somebody bring something in. But so do you think maybe um, the gate is open or knock on the? Oh, we lost Nathan. Um, what were you thinking, Dana? Do you think will be good to have on there?
I don't know. I don't.
Didn't we talk about using the buzzer, putting another doorbell buzzer over there by the garage door?
Yeah, that's one suggestion is to add a do something with there's wires already going there, I think,
Mm-hmm.
but at least there's an enclosure over there.
Do we know? We don't know whether those wires tie into that buzzer or not.
I don't think they do. I've played around with there's like some mechanism in there, and I mean, I'm sure it's something that we'd have to rig up.
Yeah.
It has a
Um,
neon sign that points to it. It says "Push me."
um, well, I definitely. I mean, the buzzer would be ideal. I just don't know. The logistics of what we'd need to do to get something like that installed. Um, I guess we could probably just pick up basically a doorbell from uh, like Home Depot or Lowe's, and then
Yeah,
just
but
wire it into that
or,
same switch,
or
right?
they also make a wireless one for I don't know, it was like $10 or so. It's got a little battery operated wireless push button. We have one
That's
here
a
at the house.
yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah.
That probably would be. And the batteries what last about like 6 months on those things, a year maybe.
About a year. I don't think we've ever replaced ours.
That's
They're-
probably going to be our best bet then, because trying to get the wiring and everything else. I mean, it's always kind of a pain to break in
Yep.
all that stuff. That building is not a fun building to run wire or do anything else in.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll look into some wireless door system stuff, and then see if we can get like another buzzer installed there.
It comes with a kit. You get the buzzer and the doorbell button,
hmm
and I don't know, it's like maybe $10 or $12, I think. For the cheap
Now,
one.
is it all one unit, or is it something where like like the button's wireless and the unit that makes the noise is wireless?
Yeah, the one that we have, it's both. It looks like a little doorbell, and it's wireless, and you just screw it on, or it just takes a little battery. And then we also have the doorbell chime itself, and it's battery operated. It thing takes C batteries, so you can move it anywhere you want.
Okay. I'll look around on Amazon. If I find something, I'll just go ahead and purchase it, and then I'll get it installed.
Check the reviews, because the one we got was pretty cheap. I want to say we got it at Lowe's or Home Depot, and every time I use my my wireless thermometer for my grill, it makes this do some weird noises, very strange noises.
All right. Well, I'll check that out, and make sure we get one that doesn't have much interference, hopefully.
hmm It's like Brian's in.
Yep, I'm in.
All right. Well, I guess we'd only gone on to talk about some signage, Brian. We're gonna probably, I think, I think Dana's gonna try and cut some stuff out to make a sign, and I think we're gonna hook up a little cheap wireless doorbell up near the front door so that we can, especially during the cold weather, try and allow people to let us know that they're there and stuff like that.
Okay, okay.
Do you want to give us we kind of skipped over. I was hoping you'd pop in. Do you want to give us a breakdown of the finances and everything?
Yeah, sure. Let's see, I'm just trying to get everything straight real quick. Okay. Looks like since the last meeting, we had 2 founders levels come in and a community level. Nathan Miller, Brent Quigley, both came in founders level, and William Washburn. I think I saw him post on.
Yeah, he was there. Was it Tuesday night when I was there? And he was so impressed he joined and paid right there.
Awesome, awesome. Great.
Oh, nice.
Also, Rich, the guy that did the laser cutter,
Mm-hmm.
he was ready to hand me cash, and I said no, but he's going to go ahead and pay online. He's going to do a
Okay.
PayPal. And he's
Good.
probably going to consider doing founders level, I think, because I think he probably wants to try to get a key, since there's been a couple times he's shown up and no one was there.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. That'd be awesome. And I think he would actually benefit from that a lot. I know he likes to use the laser printer or the laser cutter and all that kind of stuff. So that would be great for him, I think.
Yeah.
One thing, is there a way that we can replace the sort of like monthly sign up, or at least give the option to sign up for a recurring payment through PayPal? Is that something that's difficult to do, or is that something that's fairly easy? My thought is that I'd love to just set something to where on the 15th of every month my dues just come out and get paid. Does anybody have any experience with doing sort of the recurring? I know that you can create recurring payment buttons on PayPal, but I've never actually done it before.
No, I've done them on Stripe. I haven't done it on PayPal, but I'm sure it's the same kind of thing that you just
Yeah.
switch it around.
Yeah, I haven't done it either, but I can look into it.
Okay. I would like to at least I think we should go ahead and leave the option for people just to pay one time, but I'd love to get something that would be something that where people, at least myself, I don't know if anybody else would be interested, but I think it would be good to have something that would be sort of a recurring payment. So once they set it, they don't necessarily have to remember to go in each month and pay those dues. Are we okay for this month? And are trending wise, are we starting to run into some issues?
Um, Currently, across our checking and PayPal balance, we're sitting at $232.34. We just had the rent check go out to Delta Bike Project, and a $45 payment for the Uverse.
Okay. So I don't know who's paid for. Probably not many people have paid for March. Obviously, it's only the 5th of the month. But I'm going to go ahead and probably right after this meeting go ahead and pay mine. I am a little concerned that I definitely don't want us to get into a position where we have to start trying to sort of beg and borrow to try and make sure that we can make our payments to the Delta Bike Project and stuff like that. We should probably really start looking at something to either do some fundraising or maybe some obviously trying to build up the membership. Though the last couple of weeks have been pretty good. I know Nathan's come on board. We've got I guess Rich is going to getting ready to come on board. Evan has mentioned. I don't know how that's going to actually pan out, but he's mentioned that
In March.
yeah, that's what he said to me as well. So
He said that in November as well.
well,
Did he say March or did he say November back in November?
I've heard. So
as it stands now, with our the members that we depend on to get funds, do we know? Do we have enough people to actually cover rent and internet and everything if everybody pays on time like they should?
I think the last time I looked at that, we were good, but we were close.
Cutting it close, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Does anybody else have any ideas as far as what they would like to do to maybe raise some funds?
I think before fun, we could do invoices. So at least sending out monthly emails. Nathan, yours mic is hot or something.
Is that Nathan?
There it goes. So I think one of the things I remember William was mentioning that he just kind of just forgets about it. So I wonder if even without like subscription, if we just send out like a monthly invoice, like in the middle of the month or even the first couple weeks of the month or something, just to get people that that aren't active in the shop but keep giving us money.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like William and Brent, they've been giving us money, but they don't come into the shop. Just something that we can keep on their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What? I think actually probably like a newsletter or like an invoice sort of reminder on the 15th of the month would be a really, really good thing to send out from the website. We have like a mechanism on the website to send out some newsletters and stuff like that. Do we have the ability to maintain sort of a members list and just send out to that, or is it sort of a one list, one newsletter type deal?
From the website. The newsletter thing that I've run was that's been through like MailChimp.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not really. I mean, the sign up I guess is on the website.
Yeah.
But I think that like the invoice will probably be something that we pull from Rick's list, or something that we grab from we put together.
Rick, can you come up? Oh, I think you're muted.
Yeah.
Can't hear you, bud.
I can. Dana can.
Oh, weird.
I can't hear him either.
So Rick is saying that he can work on that.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, I was just taking a quick look back, and based on the ones that kind of pay on a regular basis, we're sitting at about $350 a month.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Josh, he'll usually pay me in cash.
Okay.
So that would put us at just over 400. And then looking back on the spreadsheet, we have Russell Milling, who's given to us a few times. Alex Chaffee, who's come in once. Going back a little bit farther, we had Sarah, who was at the community level once. Michael Hamilton Ray, who was at the founders level once.
Okay. I think it would be a good idea. I'd like to figure out some way to sort of engage those guys and get them, sort of coming down to the, I definitely don't want to just collect funds. I'd like them to actually get sort of invested in the space and start coming down and participating.
I wonder if we could do something where, like, a monthly invoice of, okay, hey, we would like to have your money, and then after they pay, have another mailing go out of, here's some of our upcoming events. We will, we'd love to see you there as a member.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds like it's a good way, a way to get somebody more engaged.
Yeah.
I guess our problem now is that we haven't been able to have regular events, or we haven't.
Yeah.
But hopefully as it warms up, we need to
Definitely
be on that.
Yeah, and didn't I hear that the bike project was going to do a big push to kind of reintroduce themselves to or I don't know, open house for them.
Yeah.
And we were going to try to piggyback off of that.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't heard anything from Jeff. I'm not there on Tuesdays anymore, so I don't really get a talk with him. I know Rick is trying to say something, but I can't hear him at all.
I can't hear him either.
Dana can.
Translate, Dana.
Right. Friday the 13th for Art Walk. He's planning an event. Has there been more to it than? Has there been ongoing discussion, or just hey, we're going to do it?
Before he said it was going to be this big thing, and now it's not such a big thing, but it's still going to be, like a bigger event than usual.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okay. So, and I haven't seen them. Typically, they'll start posting stuff on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I haven't seen them start that yet, but maybe I don't know when they started, but hopefully we'll try to piggyback on that as well.
Yeah, Art Walk is like next Friday.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep.
So you can hear me now, Patrick?
I can actually. I realized that your mic was turned down in the control room.
Oh, well.
And, that's weird though that Danny could hear you and we couldn't. Because I had you before and it was fine. I didn't touch it and all of a sudden I couldn't hear you. Looking at the.
I talked with Steve Zucker.
Oh, go ahead.
And he had an odd request, and I told him I didn't think it was going to be possible, but I would talk to everyone about it. He wants to make it sounds like a yearly dues payment, but wants it to be tax deductible. And I told him I didn't think you could tax deduct dues. There's only
Yeah, you can't get a benefit.
Yeah, I told him that.
Off of a thing.
I think it's
yeah.
You can't do it.
Yeah, that would make sense. I think you're supposed to sort of, if you're going to donate, you can donate, but if you're going to pay dues, that's kind of separate. We can't.
Totally separate.
Yeah, we can't really give you a. I think, like Danny was saying, we can't really give you a benefit. Then it's not really a charity; it's just supporting an organization.
Right, and that's exactly what I told him.
Well, I mean, it would be, it's not a bad idea. Well, I guess, it is tax time. I don't know if anybody's looking for any write-offs. More than welcome to donate to the space.
That would have already need to be done.
Yeah. That might be something for next year, starting around January, to sort of start saying, hey, if you're looking for, a little bit of a tax write-off. How do we? I guess we give the EIN for School Factory, and then is there a way for us to produce sort of an official-looking? I don't know what kind of form 1098 or whatever it is that for like donations and stuff like that.
They handle that. They go through a link that we have on our site, and it goes to like their PayPal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they manage that.
Yep.
Oh, nice. So they mail out or email or whatever they do to get the documentation to the user?
Correct.
Cool.
They take a little cut of it just to pay for that part of it.
Right. Well, that would be a good thing for next year. I wish I would have thought about that a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the agenda, room update as far as the drop ceiling is completely done. Thank you, Dana and Rick, for all your help. We got a lot of progress made. The only thing we've got left, I guess, is to get the vents up for the air conditioning. But everything else, for being first-time amateurs, I think the whole process was fairly painless. It was just a matter of getting everything hung and put up. So I appreciate everybody's hard work there. Thanking members and donors. How should we do it?
So I put that on there. We finished up this thing about the original pitch was, hey, 6 months, commit to giving us 6 months worth of dues, and go towards building the space, and we'll try to do something as saying thanks. So whether it's like a wall, like a founder's wall or something, that because there's people like Steve and Brent and William that have put in money and time and these kind of things, and
what about maybe getting some plaques made up with the laser cutter that we mount up on the wall, and sort of doing a pizza party? We can order a bunch of pizzas and sort of have like a thank you that way. So you get sort of the names of the founders put up on the wall, and then what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's see. What's the... Would the... I'm trying to think if there was anything for the 21st of March. I don't think I have anything going on that weekend. Would you guys be? We can probably get Rich to make us up some plaques and stuff, right? For before the 21st.
Yeah. Yeah, he would
I
do
get you have his contact information and everything, Rick. Would you ask him if he would be willing to create some stuff? Is the 21st too soon? Should we do it a little bit later, or?
I think it might be a little quick.
Yeah. We could do the first weekend of April, the 28th. I think I've got some stuff going on. The first weekend in April is April 4th. That Saturday.
I'll be gone that whole week. We're going to Disney.
Disney?
Yeah, we're going to Disney.
Oh,
Awesome.
man.
Hey, I haven't been in like over a decade, so.
I know, dude. I'm jealous. Let's settle on April 11th then. Does anybody have anything going on April 11th?
I won't be back yet.
Son of a...
Oh, I was about to say April 11th. We can make that a 2-day thing. Be part of Art Walk the night before, and then kind of the party the 11th.
Mm-hmm. But Rick's not gonna be here.
Hey, don't stop the party because I won't be around.
Nah, man. I mean, you're one.
Well,
of the,
you're kind of a key figure. I don't know. It just.
Yeah, we're going there. It's my birthday, and I always do something that ends in a 0 or a 5. I'll be 45, so.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. At the risk of pushing it all the way to the 2016, April 18th. Is that okay with everybody?
We're good.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should kind of plan on then for April 18th. We will have a founders appreciation ceremony with some pizza and some plaques going up on the wall. And I think it would be a great opportunity then just to have I think we should just invite anybody and everybody that has ever showed kind of any interest in the space, and maybe try to make a thing out of it, and try and get some maybe some people to sign up and participate. So April 18th.
Yeah, it sounds like almost like a little fundraiser in itself or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not just the people that are, not just like the people we want to recognize, but it sounds like it's a little like come on in or open.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll do like an open house, and a founders appreciation ceremony.
Cool. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We've got upcoming events, Mobile Original West Library. That's going to be starting on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Rick, do you want to talk a little bit about what's going on with that?
Mostly just be there at. I'm going to be there at 9 o'clock to get set up. It starts at 10. We'll go till 1, and it's going to be kind of like what we did at the library last year, just in a bigger library. And then the weekend after is Pi Day, so we'll be at the library downtown, and it should be a pretty good size event. I had Carly. She signed up with the Raspberry Pi Foundation to register our event, and is getting all kinds of swag. Even Matt Richardson himself sent her a personal email and is sending a bunch of swag for that event. And this weekend we should have some people there from the news, so we should be on television, and they're going to be recording for our event on Pi Day. So
Very
hopefully
cool.
It'll be something big.
Awesome. Excellent. We've got the March Art Walk on 3/13. I think we should definitely get the Um, 3D printer is thanks to the hard work of Nathan Miller. He's not in here right now, but he fixed. I guess we were having an issue with the Y-axis set screw. Was causing some serious issues. He was in there. We printed some stuff on Monday. That's probably some of the best prints that I've gotten out of the 3D printer so far. So it's looking really good. It would be great to have that as well as the Shapeoko and the laser cutter. I think going on. Is the Shapeoko all tuned in, ready to go, working well?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'd be more than happy to sort of man the 3D printer and have some stuff going on. I don't know anything about the Shapeoko or the laser cutter. Does somebody want to volunteer to sort of man those and have those things going on those days on Art Walk?
Yeah, I can run the Shapeoko. I'd run like a pin.
Yeah, if Rich isn't there, I can run some things on the laser cutter.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Need to work on it though, man. That thing still smokes up the room.
Is it the vent isn't drawing enough air, or?
I don't know. It seems like it's drawing enough air, but it still gets a lot of fumes in the room.
Well, I don't know. You know, I noticed that especially when Rich is cutting on the acrylic, it can get kind of rough.
Yeah,
I think we should.
It was bad.
I think we should definitely stick to wood, just because it's not going to be, even if the fumes from that are at least tolerable.
I still want to go up there and check it out. It might just have shifted or something. You know, we had to move that duct over, so it might just have come loose up there.
Okay, yeah, we should definitely check that out then. But regardless, well, I guess if you can get it running without the fumes sort of choking you out, then it'd be kind of the acrylic does look cool. But if we're not able to do that before the makerspace, I think we should just kind of plan on sticking, or before our walk, we should really plan on sticking to wood, just so that we don't, either freak anybody out or. Go ahead.
I said even the wood stinks pretty bad.
Yeah, but I mean, burning wood is a whole lot more less toxic, I think, than the acrylic.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have here Ben May Main Library 314. What are we showing?
That's the Pi Day.
Pi Day.
Okay.
Who all do we have that's coming? That's going to be bringing stuff, Rick?
Well, everybody that I'm talking to. I've got a few people from the School of Computing will be there. Let's see, who else was going? Of course, all the people there at the library themselves. We got several people there. They're going to have about 25 pies. Plus, they're going to be bringing like real baked pies and serving.
So like with the Saturdays thing, who all do we have that's gonna be showing stuff?
Let's see. I've already talked with Nathan. He said he would be there. Rich will be there. He won't be at the first one, but he will be at the second one, he said, for Pi Day. Let's see. I'm trying to think of all of the members that I've talked to who said they will be there.
Okay, but you've got several people lined up.
Yes, and I'm going to be doing a breakout session.
Okay. Do you have I'd be more than happy to bring on 314. I'd be more than happy to bring my Pi down, but really the only thing I've done is the retro game console. I don't know if you. I'm sorry.
I said that'd be great if you could do that.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you already had. I just didn't want to end up bringing something down that everybody else was. It would not be.
Probably a good idea for me to send out a message saying, what would people be able to bring, so we don't all bring the same thing. But I've got
Right.
4 pieces I was going to bring and try to do something different on each one of them.
Okay.
The drone part is that thing is a gold mine, man. You just bring that. I don't think just because it's Pi Day doesn't mean you have to be Pi, because it's
Oh,
all
yeah.
this Teen Tech Week thing, and having the drone there, kids just go bonkers, adults go bonkers. They see that, and I mean, heck, I lost my shorts when I saw it, so it's cool.
All right. Well, I will. I'll definitely bring that down there then.
Do we have a 3D printer for Saturday?
We have 2 3D printers that will be there.
Okay.
They're the MakerBot 5th Gen. She said she was having trouble with one of them, but the other one works perfectly.
Cool.
And the last thing on the agenda is classes and workshops. I've got a friend of mine is really interested in learning a little bit about some of the stuff that Adafruit's been doing with wearables and LEDs. So I'm planning on coming up with a workshop, probably in April as well. I'll probably do it either like the 11th, to sort of show people how to use things like the Flora, the Gemma. I'll probably show how I made those earrings I made for my wife for Mardi Gras, and show people some of the conductive thread and how you can weave some of that stuff into cloth. I don't know if anybody else has any classes. Dana, do you plan on doing any more 3D printing workshops?
I guess just kind of depends on if you guys have something we should, some ideas of what should be done. I mean, I could do it.
Yeah. I guess you thinking that there won't be much interest in the intro class. You want to do something more advanced, or?
I would just do I would do a 2-hour one. The one day before was just an hour. We didn't really have like workstations or anything set up at the time, but now we do. That I could do a 2-hour one and get on Tinkercad kind of thing, and have people work. I mean, that's doable. The one thing I think I brought up when we were working on the ceiling was maybe do like a fab day, where bring out, here's kind of this thing on how to run the 3D printer. Here's how to do the laser cutter. Here's how to do the Shapeoko, and just kind of hit some high point things about do's and don'ts, and here's how you run it. It wouldn't be like here's how you do intricate designs, but here's how you
More
take
just
something in
really
Illustrator.
How, basically the workflow of how you take your idea or your download and turn it into a print.
Yeah. And something that we could knock out, so it's like one day, and it's not like coming up there 4 Saturdays in a month.
Right. Do you know when you might want to do something like that? What would be a good weekend for you?
I look at the calendar. We definitely want to get like April planned out as early as possible, so that we're hitting in. I don't know, maybe towards let's see what else is going on, but maybe like the 28th of this month could do something. I mean, that we could get people into the back in. Yeah, I'll have to dig through and look at the calendar more and see what. And if you guys have suggestions.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, that was pretty much it for the agenda. Does anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns?
No. Be ready for Saturday.
All right. I hate that I'm going to miss the first Saturday. I'll be there. I'll be there next Saturday with the drone in tow.
That one on Pi Day.
All right. Cool, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody. Everybody have a good night.
All right, Carly did say that she's going to have some gifts for everybody that comes.
Okay, excellent. All
Cool.
right. All right. You guys have a good night.
All right.
Night,
Okay,
everyone.
Bye.